nat 20 in order to spot it. He rolls a 19. Gets a 40.
Yoink.
He actually kind of scratched and he looked down like he thought he saw something, and then he just kind of returned to his drinking. And what are you just kind of reaching into his pouches and taking something, or?
No, I'm like lifting rings off of him. If he's got a signet ring, he wants that.
He has a bejeweled dagger at his belt.
That'll do.
Okay. You didn't quite get the sheath with it, but you have a bejeweled dagger that you
He hides it on his person.
Okay. Write down Trud's bejeweled dagger. It's magical if you care.
Okay. Trud. Awesome name.
What Ukher said to his face.
It's the second person that said that, so apparently. Vazarum Trud Thorgrim.
Alright, now we'll check his pockets.
You're gonna rob the same dude?
Yep.
So you're robbing the mythic dude. Okay, fine.
Yep.
Asked for it, he had mythic, I guess.
This time I got a 52.
Alright. You've got his money pouch now?
That'll do.
Okay.
52, I should have his whole fucking belt.
You'll never notice his missing wallet or weapon. That's magical.
Right.
You'll notice. This will be hilarious.
Until he's like he's in the fucking belly of some beast. He's got to cut his way out. He reaches for his dagger. The fuck? You don't have a dagger. Why? It was stolen.
And that's
You
when I
noticed.
get the XP and the mythic trial for killing him. Years from now.
Years from now, Remy's just going to get a little XP bubble above his head. Ding! Did it.
So does Remine go and look at what he's found?
Yes, he does.
Do you have a praise?
No, he's got a Hunobog for that. No, he's just gonna look though. So jewels, coins.
You have his bejeweled dagger. You have 50,
no detect
50
magic.
platinum coins and a diamond.
Okie doke. Alright, he finds
The
a nice
bejeweled
little
dagger, unfortunately, is medium sized. Like it's a little bit too.
Yeah,
big
yeah,
to
it
handle for
can't
your-
be used by me, but
You could use it two-handed.
you could make it a gift for Lokrik later. 'Cause I couldn't afford anything earlier, but here you go.
You slide a handed onto Lokrik's belt, and then a war starts. It's hilarious. Okay. Anyone else?
Ukher's going to
Yeah.
give... Oh.
Hey.
Oh.
Me, you? What?
Well, what do you want to do? I want to get somebody to get the song from the lady. So, I've got an
Okay.
elixir of singing that I want somebody to go trade her for the song.
I just gotta go turn something on to sync with Notebook. So my
So I was going to give it to Oberon and have Oberon
Yeah.
ask to hear the song again and give her the elixir to, so she can make a super epic perform check.
Then
Then he can
This is
memorize.
diplomacy.
Yeah, a diplomacy, a trade for songs for elixirs.
Yeah. Good idea.
So Ukher will give Lemmy the thing so Lemmy can talk to the lady while he's off dancing like a Yorble.
Lemmy's not dancing. He's just chatting with people.
No, Ukher's dancing.
Oh,
Okay,
got it.
So give me a diplomacy check, Lemmy, as you're trying to trade.
Plus 18. Can someone hit me with a plus 18?
Sure.
And I'll see if I need a mythic after that.
38, natural 20.
Yeah, she's willing to trade a magic potion that makes her sing better for the song. She actually doesn't realize the importance of the song. You're like, no, the middle part, and she ends up agreeing to write down the magical notes or the notes for the song.
And I ask her what the song represents.
Oh, it's a song that I thought that the dwarves would like. It's about the king of the Lost Lodge.
Huh.
They say that they built a lodge in this hidden valley, but then cruel fate would have it that the lodge, well, was never seen again.
Huh. I see. Oh, very fascinating. Here's your portion.
Okay, so
Thank you
she
very much. You're a fantastic singer.
write down, well, aren't you a nice little dearie? And then she insists on dancing with Lemmy, which consists of Lemio kind of being smothered by her as she whirls around the dance floor singing.
If you take a look at that mini, she's got some big cans going on, so you know.
Lemmy's getting non-lethal
dodge
damage
things.
to the top of the head, and being flung around like a child. Help me, narrate! No.
So
Actually,
what do you want that? Do you want that written down or just deleted the item?
can you just write it down for me, please?
Song of the Lost Lodge.
Oh,
Yeah. And I
Alright,
just wanted to
who gets the
greet.
guilt trip?
Huh?
Do you try to guilt the drunk barbarian? I don't know. I wouldn't start with the drunk barbarian.
Let's roll a d4. Somebody. I'll just go in order of character sheets.
Number 1. All 3 of us got number 1. We all
Okay.
rolled 1. There's 3. Oh, Jesus
Wow.
Christ.
As you go over to a table to go fill up your drinking cup, you're kind of sweaty from drinking and it's jovial. There's somebody who taps the back of your shoulder.
I can't find myself. I'm missing. I turn around, but
Okay. It is the sprightly red-headed woman that you spilled out of a tree.
Oh shit! Yeah. Yeah, I didn't want to go talk. I wanted to talk to her anyway. So yeah.
She does not look like she's celebrating. So, what happened?
I'm supposed to say something. I don't know what it is.
Is that all you have to say for yourself?
No. We met a very powerful vampire. And we did not handle the situation well.
She looks furious at you.
Look around. We have a shrine for him in Yggdrasil, if you want to see it.
A shrine? Push him aside and forget him?
No. He is an important. He is important.
He's the only
He
one
is-
of you that came and visited my grandfather before he passed.
Ukher's. When did? Because I thought I was there for every time he went and saw her. Or was there another time that was,
was it?
like? Yeah, I was there for all the visits.
He looked after us. And he said you betrayed him.
When did your grandfather pass?
A couple of
I
weeks
did
ago
not
now.
know. How many weeks?
She thinks. Journal. it's like the 27th today. She's saying that.
Yeah, because I was like, I know that I was there every time because Ukher was the one sort of pushing Azzy at the girl.
Mm-hmm. It was late in Willow. He said you betrayed him. All of you.
That was okay. Do you?
Who's she talking about?
She's talking about vampire Azzy. So you. That was not Azzy.
Remy sees this awkwardness and cartwheels by. Woohoo!
You disturb an owl that's now flying around the...
No. That was vampire. That was Azzy, but as he was changed. He was made into vampire.
He says he loves me. He's the only one that ever has.
If we're being...
He says you betrayed him.
I tried really, really hard. The level of the vampire gets in your head, and then you do things that you don't want to do. And if it... this...
He's going to destroy you.
He will try. But
Not yet.
that is not him.
He said he can wait. You can't.
How soon after him leaving did your grandfather pass?
How dare you? She slaps you.
Alright.
Give me a sense motive.
20.
She might be under Azzy's charm.
It doesn't speak well of her will save.
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
As I eat Swedish fish.
Swedish.
I wonder if they call them Swedish fish in Sweden.
They might call them fish.
They just call
or
them fish.
Red fish.
Red fish.
27.
We don't eat a confectionery. You know, she's kind of pale looking.
You are...
So she slaps you and she's storming off. What are you doing?
I'm following.
Okay.
Look at the bright side. You didn't get a negative level, so...
Yep, I'm following.
There you
I am
go.
following her through the. Is she leaving the party?
Sort of.
Okay.
Sitting over to our banquet table. You notice Hunabog and Remine for a brief moment kind of huddling together and they're looking at something.
I'm going to go grab Remine by the belt.
Okay.
And he's...
Remine quickly passes something to Hunabog. Can you give me a sleight of hand versus Ukher's perception check.
Yep.
20 not enough is my assumption.
No, it's not.
Okay, they hide their ill-gotten goods well.
Okay. You're helping me stop her. Picking up Remy and walking off.
Who happens to stop who again?
Basically, the red-headed girl. She's under Ezelden's charm.
Alright. So what do I need to do? Zap her with some lightning? Drop a desk on her?
No, follow her.
She's
lose her.
pushed open doors to the halls of arms and armor, which all these ancient arms and
Okay,
armor are.
we're going to go.
Well, that's not stopping her.
We're going to go. Wow, we're not going to gently. Can't you do it gently?
He pulls out a sap, I guess.
We're kind of trying to do that without being caught. So
Okay,
I'd like. Yeah,
the two 10th level mythic rank 2 characters go off to
kidnap.
kidnap the 4th level ranger woman and her owl. Sure, you corner her in the halls of armor and manage to knock her out with saps. She's hissing and cursing your names, saying that you betrayed Azilden, that you're worthless, that he'll come for you.
Lady, I don't even know who this Azulden is.
Okay. We're going to go fetch.
No one can stand the might of Dvergholme and Azilden's new master.
Oh yeah. We're going to go fetch the Lemmy to, and we're gonna take her to a chamber, and we're going to fetch the rest.
Okay, so Lemmy is pulled away from the party. You even get Galeth away from the party because he's away from Lokrik for a moment. Lokrik's the only one that you can't quite get away.
Yep.
Oberon's there. You guys are in the Hall of Broken Shields, and you've got her knocked out. Her owl's freaking out. I guess you knock it out too, or just leave it.
Does
Speak with animals.
No, you have to knock out the animal companion. It's
I smack it out.
Yeah.
It's like,
Bazookin! Bow! Right, here we go.
Ezelden. She's seen Ezelden. She's under charm.
That's the problem.
And this Azulden's your old friend that
Oberon?
disappeared.
Oberon, can you check if we're being scryed upon?
Oh, we are not being scryed upon. I have started casting that spell every day now, as I should have.
I'm impressed.
It has taken
Oberon to the next level. Excellent.
You've reminded me of my duties. I will not fail my friends again.
All right. Okay, let's try to get this thing off her.
Okay. Oberon casts Detect Magic. She indeed is. Actually, Detect Magic doesn't reveal it.
No.
It's a charm.
I can't do this now. I'm gonna have to prepare that for tomorrow. I cannot just simply cast the break enchantment right away. It'll take me some time.
Okay.
I can use one of my Arcane Bond. I think he learned Break Enchantment. He's got a whole pile of new spells. Yeah, he's got Break Enchantment. I can attempt to break it.
But
Okay. He's 10th level.
did he learn Detect Charm?
It's not a standard spell. He did not do any research, and it wasn't in one of the books. So
Okay.
no, he doesn't know it. He rolls a 4.
We have no idea if it worked. Okay, so is there like a big thing in this room?
Yeah, Kenny, the reason why Detect Magic doesn't work is that it's a supernatural ability that the vampire has to charm. So they're familiar with this already. They knew that she was acting funny because she was actually defending Azilban. And
she also
a sense motive check to know that she was under some sort of compulsion.
everything that we've done with her previously, she was really like, I kind of angry at Azilban for everything else.
Yep.
I'm going to put a big thing in front of the door.
Okay.
Like, the biggest thing in this room is now in front of the door.
All right, a big table with a bunch of shields on it.
Yep.
And when I mean dwarven table, it's like a thin stone slab with like big wooden kind of stand and then shields on it. So you retch that in front of the door. Oh no, the door is open out. Fuck. I'm kidding.
I tipped the table so that it's now. I open the door, I put the table outside the door, I then close the whole thing, and now we're trapped.
Sure.
Whatever.
It does look like the door is open out though, because they've got.
It does look like the door's open out. Yeah. Well, I put the thing in front anyway. Okay, so we wake her up. If she is still acting funny, then we hit her with protection from bad things until she acts normal, and go from there.
Why don't we just restrain her and we can try again in the morning?
Yeah. Okay, we'll restrain her and put her in a large sack, carry her to the hole.
Okay. You stuff her and her owl in a sack?
Carry her to the Ukher hole.
Okay. The place kind of deep down under. You kind of have to navigate your way through the party, and then let's see if there's anyone who bothers you as you guys are trying to get by.
Granny turns him invisible.
Sure. Okay. You can cast invisibility a number of times.
Yeah. As often as I like.
Okay. They are unconscious. They don't get really a saving throw. Yeah, you turn both Ukher and them invisible, and then you're able to walk by and get into your secret place. So you abscond with the woman and keep her.
Okay.
Keep her contained.
Because we are heroes.
We
Nothing women.
Yeah.
We stick her in the hole, take her out of the bag, leave her sort of tied up, not like in a way that she can't move at all, but in a.
You are not helping, Adam. This is not heroic.
She's got weapons. She's got a bow, a dagger, a sword.
We'll take those off for now.
Okay.
Take the sword and the dagger and break the bow.
We will turn the light stone that I have on.
All right.
And I'm going to stick it in the room. Ukher's light stone.
All right. So you've got her in the place where you normally turn into a werewolf and go all crazy, kind of deep, dark in the
The deep dark bowels of the castle.
Yep. Lokrik gives Galeth a look like when he notices all the Heroes of Aegis kind of standing around. His sense motive right now, I believe, because of versatile performance, is plus 28.
Yay!
So, given that you're his companions, he rolls a 33 and knows something's up. he nods to Galeth. Everything all right?
Not exactly, my liege.
He moves kind of uncomfortably when you call him liege, like kind of squirms a bit at that. Lokrik, between you and I is fine.
I understand, but the proper respect must be maintained in public.
Do you need any of my assistance?
It seems An old friend has found us here.
Which one?
So many people want to kill us.
Tall, pointy ears, like shooting things.
His hand slowly
Azildin.
moves to it. The pommel of his axe is.
Azildin's. Not exactly. It seems he's put his spell over one of the guests. The red-headed woman.
Oh.
She's acting for him as Ukher was for Vargan before.
Interesting.
I must say, I really do despise these vampires. I wish they would go about things in a more conventional way.
The Book of Vargan spoke of Vargan falling in love with a woman and becoming obsessed over her. I wonder if that obsession follows their bloodline in the same way that the color of beards do for living men and dwarves.
I certainly hope not.
Where is she? Where is she?
Did we didn't actually capture her, did we?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
we-
did. We got her.
Oh, we did.
I
Okay,
just didn't
okay.
want to roll like an 8-round thing where you're hitting her on the head with a sap.
Oh, okay, okay.
the rogue with the sap kind of like Ukher went, hey, and the rogue with the sap went up
We have
behind her.
her.
And then the bird went, hey, papa, and then
Whack.
Ukher went, book. Yeah, you.
We have her
passed it.
captured for now. I think they have her in one of the holding cells.
Fine. If she is charmed, she should be kept under guard.
I would agree with that.
I'll make sure that somebody tends to her and make sure that she's kept comfortable as possible.
What weird ass sound
The
are you making?
fuck
on
was
that?
that?
Don't ask the T-Rex.
This isn't helping my confidence.
Okay. Lokrik is, in the morrow I have some meetings with guests. Feel free to do as you will, Garth. But I will spend some time in the Vault of the King. There are a few things I want to look into.
Very well, if you need my help. I have some spell research to finish, and then I will see about easing the afflictions of Dvergholme and anyone who's here.
Alright. So the king's coronation is done, as with meeting some of his delegates. The next morning, you guys are going to try to break a enchantment, I guess?
Yep. So that is a 5th circle spell. I'll prepare it, I believe, thrice.
Okay.
Because that's all I can do.
Oberon will prepare it once and then use his mythic points to keep on recasting it.
Nice.
Shabam, 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 shabam.
Right.
Did I
Sorry,
mention
so,
shabam?
So we'll let
What are we
Lemmy,
using?
we'll let Lemmy do it first. I believe the effect is a 17th level effect.
So 1d20 plus 11?
Even
10?
his?
Oh, Azildin, sorry.
Azildin, it felt as if Azildin will destroy us all. Oh, flee before the Azildin.
Azildin's is 10th level effect.
So 1d20 plus
He
10
level two.
plus...
Yeah, and you got a template. Oh god.
I'll see if I need a d6 after I roll. First spell time. First
Let's just
try.
hope he's not agile.
22. What's the
Agile
DC for this
vampire.
thing?
The
21.
DC is 21.
Okay, crack it.
Okay. Lemmy.
Hi. It's me.
He's been visiting me.
Is he the one that asked you to come here?
Her hand almost like went to go touch her own neck and then kind of went down awkwardly to her lap.
Mind if I take a look?
Okay, she shows you some scars that look like needle point.
Heal check.
He's still doing the sex wrong.
Heal check. Well,
That's what happens when you grow up on
her
halfling
other
world.
than taking. What has he done to her other than taking blood?
Yep.
And I don't mean the sexual thing. I rolled that one, but 21.
21. She's got con damage.
You're injured.
2 negative levels.
We gain a hero point from reaching level 10, is that correct?
Yep.
This time I won't
they-
waste it on something.
Are they permanent?
At this point, yes.
Well, good luck with that.
Heroes.
Ukher will give her a couple of lesser restorations
Okay.
to
I
drink.
don't have that.
I've got them prepared.
Remy,
Good.
Galeth, Ukher, Lemmy, you guys added your hero point?
I did.
We have a hero point. Sweet!
Yeah, for leveling up.
What about a hero point for killing the
I
Lenoir?
also had one spare skill point, so I decided it'd probably be a good idea to learn Dwarf.
No, you
So-
got a mythic trial for that.
But you look at that. Oh, balls.
Okay, so she's restored. He's not the same. He's cold.
He's a, as I was saying before, although
He's a
memory not
vampire.
good, he's a vampire.
Ozzy's now a vampire.
Holy shit, someone has amazing lungs, I have to say.
Yeah, they're just going crazy, man.
What?
The
fucking
bagpipers
bagpipers are still going.
It's one of those ones that you do continuous because it's got an air bladder, so you blow into the air bladder and it gives you a chance to breathe with continuous tune.
I know that, but that's still a lot of breathing.
It's been going on for hours. Yeah.
Um,
He said that he will come for me when it is time. He has things to do.
Did he say what he has to do?
Old friends to visit. And that his master wanted him to go and visit the world of his... the world of his people.
was his people Crucible or the other one?
This is not to her, but to the room.
Myth, Draenor, or Crucible?
Asildins, we believe that his elven parentage came from Crucible. As for the other world where the humans are from, I'm not sure.
Probably Crucible then. We used to know. Well, wait, no. The other gate will go to Crucible, will it no?
Remy's just looking around confused.
The other song gate. Remy, got to keep up. Other song gate.
What?
The one that the Vosgardians are using to raid.
If it,
The one on the south.
if it is
right?
indeed a song gate, then most likely.
I don't want to.
It also means that if this is a gate, we can access Acropolis that way.
But we don't know the
We
song
know
to
the song for
Acropolis.
Acropolis.
We do know 3 songs. Oh, hold on a second. We do know 3 other songs. But we don't know where they take us to.
I thought you were a bunch of adventurers, not a traveling bunch of troubadours.
Isn't that the thing you put the cigar in?
That's a humidor. Highly underrated device, I might add.
Got 99 problems, but a dame ain't one. As he tap dances like Michael Flatley into the room and then leaves. Better than quickling tap dancing.
Holy shit!
Look at the twitch factor on those legs.
It's all that writing.
The option is still there. I don't, again, remembering.
How do I hide from him? She says.
Yig.
He just arrives, like out of nowhere. Once,
It's,
like a puff of smoke, and another, he was just there.
he has magic to teleport, like wizard. So we take you someplace he can't teleport to. Beautiful place called Stemiglen, if you don't mind
Do you
being told.
have-
The first time he was at the door, he simply knocked, and I was foolish and invited him in.
Oh, hold your horses there, big man. You want to...
He's already going to be mad.
No. That's not my concern. No offense, miss. Turns back to Ukher. You want to bring little Miss Vampire Bait to my home? No way. You gotta
Yeah.
leave her
He
someplace
doesn't know
else.
how to get there, and it's already vampire bait. His bow
Ukher.
is there.
Ukher. Lemmy just looks at you like, I don't care how strong you are.
Oh, right, that little shrine you
You're
made-
not pushing
that
your way
shrine
around
you
this
made
one.
for Zildin, you left
The shrine
his
made
bow
for
there.
Lizard
Yeah.
where we left his bow.
Yeah.
Right? They made a shrine to Azuldan in Stemiglen, and that's where Azuldan's bow is.
So? You don't get to decide where she goes.
We go to Stemiglen, and we stick her there. She's a ranger. She's got druid family. She likes birds. It's just the same thing,
Ukher.
basically.
No.
No.
Is that where
No,
the
Ukher.
Stematon clerics come from? She says.
Right.
I would
I'm
gladly
sorry.
go there.
You don't get a vote. You're not...
See, she wants
Lemmy,
to go.
Lemmy is
How are you
punching.
going to tell her no?
Lemmy is
That's fake.
punching
She's
Ukher in
been
the
bitten
leg.
by Azuldan.
Lemmy's punching Ukher in the leg,
There's
and I'm
mild
using my
tapping in your
plant
leg.
domain. I'm using my plant domain to actually cause damage to you now. Dick. Like,
You have to get through DR2.
Light.
I get through it. I do at least 7 damage.
Would the druids of Stemaglen have me?
Or 10 damage.
Could I take sanctuary there? She's looking at Lemmy, asking. The owls.
Say no. Tell her no.
I must convene with the council. The decision like this I cannot answer. You must understand. As he's not... He's a threat to the entire city and the entire town.
She... Take this. This is my father's holy symbol.
Does she give me?
It is crafted from the bark of Yggdrasil.
Ukher's look over there going,
Her grandfather's holy symbol.
family of druids, worship the thing.
You have no say in this. I'll say it that last time.
But Lemmy.
Alright, she gives you her grandfather's holy symbol of Maliki. She looks like she wants to be away from Zildin.
Alright. Okay, I'm gonna have to do ascending.
Okay.
Step
so
1,
who
get
are you,
out of prison cell.
Who are you going to contact?
The treant.
Give me a wisdom check.
Oh, wait. No, let's stick with the guy that I already contacted multiple times. Oh, fuck is your name?
YOLO the High Sapper.
Yeah, I have it here. Yeah.
YOLO.
The main guy, the head of the council. The head of the council.
Yabo.
It's YOLO. Is it you?
Alright, so I know him very well. I don't think I have anything of his, but...
Children. High Sapper, YOLO Laurels. Yeah. Gnarl Crown is concerned with things of like very broad scope. YOLO Sapper might be more conducive. The last time you talked to Gnarl Crown, he was angry about your discussion about the
Yeah, probably not the first guy to ask.
the gate usage.
So Lemmy is opposed to this.
Okay.
Lemmy's opposed to it, but he's not going to let it influence his request. The request.
Okay, so are you asking the question in a way where you're almost like getting the answer, like getting the negative?
No. I'm telling him this is the way the question. The question is going to be: do you want me to write it down, or do you want me to?
No, just give me a diplomacy check as you check in with the.
I don't want to
council.
influence my question, but I want to say the danger.
Remy wants you to influence the question. So you ask him if this woman will almost assuredly bring a vampire attack upon Stemaglen can hide there.
Okay,
Ukher's not saying it, but he will knock Stemaglen down. Just that chunk of the tree. You bunch of dicks.
All right, let me give me a diplomacy check. Are you convincing them to let them, or are you just strictly going, may we bring her
Here's the
there?
data.
Okay.
I'm not the one to make a decision like that.
Okay.
25 words of data.
20.
1 is yes. 2 is
Well, tell me you decide.
is like
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe 3 is no. So 2 is maybe.
4 is you hear Remy in your ear, and you think it's them going, "No, they can't stay here.
They say that
Never come back. Any of you."
they want to learn more before making a decision.
Oh. Bring her to Stemaglen then, so they can talk.
I just look at you like, no.
That's what they said. Learn more. How better to learn more than stuck?
He ignores you, just walks out. You're still a child in your mind.
What did they say? She says.
They said
need to-
they said they want to talk to you.
They need to learn more. Ukher, shut up. Lemmy's pissed off with you now.
You've got my sincere condolences, lass.
I will
But I think you're shit out of luck.
I will communicate more to them tomorrow.
Do you not have your own people you can go to?
I'd love to find them. It would be amazing.
She looks
But
sour.
I need my guide to find them.
She looks sour-faced at that.
At what?
There
At
are
I don't know. There's too many comments.
creatures that are worse than Isildan that prowl the streets of the cities of my people. And that vampire, with Isildan serving him, no forest is safe.
No, we're gonna have to deal with what remains of Azzy
He
and
was
that thing.
supposed to be the chosen one. She starts crying.
Well, he kinda was, I suppose.
No. You don't get to walk away from the crying. You get to sit here and listen to crying.
Fine, I'll stay, and he turns invisible.
Oh, dicks. Okay, Lokrik, King Lokrik summons his heroes later on. This is after a day of him looting the Vault of Kings. Quite literally, looting the Vault of Kings.
I just realized that the terminology of dancing for the next 1,000 years in Dwarf is all going to be these Gallic loan words they picked up from. Why do we use that word? Well, there was this guy.
Friends, how is Jenica? This is Lokrik meeting with you in, we'll say, the private dining area.
She needs a way to hide from Azzy, and we have one, but
Oh, she's fucked.
you know how gnomes are.
What's that? Lemmy, what do you mean by that?
Basically, Ukher is in a roundabout way saying that we're cowards. However, she looks at Ukher. It's like, child, grow up and realize when you're not able or allowed to speak about an element that's not belong to you.
You're going to let our mistake kill her. You leave her for dead.
I'm not going to let our mistake
Please,
Threaten
all of you, I
Stomach
can't
Glen.
take it. Please stop fighting.
Is she
says
here?
Oberon. No, she's.
Oh,
she,
Oberon.
You guys,
Like, what?
were summoned by the king, and
Okay.
he's got a small banquet set up for his friends. But you also see there's a table behind him with some tarps over top of it, and Lokrik's. He's a good man, so he's talking about the situation at hand first before.
Someone may notice at this point that Remy's carving his food with a bejeweled dagger that he previously did not have.
Where did you get that
Okay.
from?
Swords aren't common for dinner table.
Give me a knowledge arcana or a perception check if you actually saw the warrior.
I saw the
It's a
warrior.
very recognizable dagger.
20.
Knowledge nobility might be a thing too if it's like a recognized part of his gear.
Sure, he's a minor noble, but he is also a hero that has mythic ranks, so sure.
28?
Anyone with 20 or above recognizes that this is the dagger that when the king gave his raiders a choice of what treasure that they got to keep at the end of their raids, he chose a dagger.
Lemmy walks up to Remy and slaps him across the back of the head.
Okay, you're actually met with a force barrier that prevents you from making contact. But hey, what's
All right.
that for? And it's the
That's
thought
for-
that hurts.
That's for stealing from a guest at Lokrik's coronation.
Stealing? How dare you accuse me of such a terrible thing?
And this is the one who you want to agree with about the life of an innocent woman.
You're still in the shut-up box, Ukher.
I break
Yeah,
all
it's just-
boxes.
Eating his-
Yep,
No box
eating some
strong
pheasant.
enough.
Lokrik's
What was the rule we came up with when we were kids, Lemmy? Finders keepers.
Foxfire has an awesome idea. You don't have to hide her if you just kill the vampire.
That's easier said than done,
that's
Fox.
that's what we're gonna do.
Easier said
I
than done.
like Foxfire's solution to that.
Do you reckon?
Okay,
do you
you're
realize what
confusing-
you've done?
So basically, there's a bunch of arguments at the table because now you're arguing about a stolen dagger as well as what to do with the woman about the vampire. The seeds of chaos have been sown.
Yay, Ukher's reveling in it. Oops.
You do know that dagger is heavily enchanted.
Using it to cut some meat. Works well.
Yeah, it's like destroying the meat. That's what
It's animal bane. It's just destroyed. That's right through.
You need a plant bane fork for your asparagus and potatoes.
wilting everything into it's like, yeah.
No, it's a poisonous, contagious dagger.
Yeah, it's a good point. He didn't even like.
He doesn't know what it does.
Nope.
Roll randomly
There's no
to find
clue.
out what it does.
He doesn't even know it's
Really
magical.
funny.
He's like licking the. He's basically putting it in his mouth. He's doing the.
If
The
it
guy
is
might have been a
enchantment,
poison user.
What?
Right.
Oberon seems like confused. Yeah, they used the Scroll of Lesser Wish, I believe, in the battle against the famine demon that almost killed Lemmy.
Yeah.
They used it to do a Breath of Life, so the Lesser Wish scroll is gone.
Yeah.
Good memory, Foxfire.
Excellent memory, in fact.
Yep.
I'd forgotten we even had
We had a scroll? What fight?
fights. We got a fight? When did this happen?
So
Kenny has a really interesting idea, but I'm just going to leave it at that.
The user has bait? No, Ukher's not having that. If we're using it as bait, we're going to use Stemaglen as bait. That'll be the fucking bait.
You know what we could stop doing? Trying to, like, entrap these people or negotiate with them or trick them and just fucking kill them. We could just do that.
That would be the
Remy.
paladin way.
Need to find them.
Yes, look, yes.
That dagger will not go unnoticed. You should find a way to make him re-find it again.
All right.
The
Things
dude-
tend to go unnoticed on me.
I do have a way to ascertain magical things. And he puts his axe on the table, just kind of with like a clam. Clang.
Who's he talking to?
Remy.
Oh. Yes. When people say they're magical, I just take their word for it.
Lokrik looks to like Lemmy like, what uneducated...
We sent him away to get education, but unfortunately, it's just...
Oberon, if you will. Ah, yes, I detect magic, so we can all see. The dagger is glowing just as fiercely as Lokrik's axe is.
It's +3.
I hope it don't stay like that. It'd be hard to sneak around with that bright glow.
It'll find its way back into the hands of one of the Vosgardian heroes.
All right. Fine. When do they leave? I'll make sure they get it before then.
As for this woman, Dvergholme will give her sanctuary. We'll have priests to keep an eye out on her. Maybe she can stay in holy ground.
As you can teleport here, although the holy ground will be an issue, you are risking all of Dvergholme.
It is on the same plane.
It is your...
He can
Yes.
teleport and scry.
Fine, we are not afraid.
Dwarves are strong.
Lokrik, I'm not saying you're afraid. Same thing. I mean, the druids in Stamaglan, I'm sure we can protect her, but who knows when he'd come for her. I want a better solution, not just like, where do we put her? No.
I would have suggested Acropolis, but that is no longer a...
No, it is not.
I fear for what we have lost there.
Well,
She can stay
that's-
here for now until your druid companions agree to help, or until another solution is made. She will have to be kept under guard within holy areas. That will hopefully keep a vampire at bay. It may anger him, and we may suffer the more consequence for our failure.
He does seek her. How much? Does anyone know how much a vampire will actually seek? The one that they love, in quotes.
It's Azzy. He's either tenacious like dog, or whimsical like drunk fairy.
Well, he
wonder-
already came back for her once, didn't he?
I wonder what the whimsy has been replaced with.
Probably malice.
We shall one day know. I have some things from the vault, which is why I called you here. First, I found some tablets. The last time we were here, I ordered some of the priests to have a look into the secrets of Jotun. Apparently, the dwarves did have a smattering of knowledge about a Nom sledgehammer, also called the Hammer of Giant Kind. Its description is the hammer appears to be but a simple smith's hammer engraved with the symbol of the paired crossed hands, palms together. The same replica that you carry. It is believed to be crafted by the creator god and all-father of the giant pantheon named Anam as a tool. It was wielded last, as we know, by Hrothulf the Mighty. The hammer, long ago, was stolen from the giants by the famous dwarf twins Sindri and Brokkr, and used in the construction of Mjolnir, Thor's hammer, at Anam's forge.
Yes.
They also used the hammer to disguise themselves as giants in order to access the giant holy place of Anam's forge. The hammer is said to strike devastating blows in combat,
It is said that Jotun can bring enemies down to size, but it remains unclear of what exactly that means. Jotun only obeys those who are bonded to it. And what I mean disguise themselves as giants, I believe the hammer can make the wielder big. I also relieved.
Why has Ukher got an erection?
I also believe that the dwarves did not have knowledge of how to bond with the hammer. But I did find something that will allow us to. And he takes out this delicate scroll. It is a scroll of legend lore. I'm sure that if we cast this within Hrothelf's grotto, where the hammer still lays, we should learn its secrets.
What's the spell called?
Legend lore.
Legend lore.
I am unfortunately not able to cast 6 circle spells. If I were, I could transcribe that spell into our spellbook.
Now, this is good news. I do have some bad news. I went into the vault and asked the priests and clerics about planar rods to crucible.
It wasn't me.
We used to have 2. My father took one when he left. This we have an accounting of. The other one has gone missing.
Your brother. Cousin. That guy.
We suspect
Good guy, misunderstood.
We suspect that Lodrum did raid some of the things in the vault and take some of the magics that have now disappeared. He may have caches.
Very unfortunate.
But we do not have a planar rod to the world of Crucible. Odds
Do we
are,
have-
my friends.
Metal which we could use.
We know how to get to Crucible.
That may take longer. I shall order the things
How?
that we can verify that did come from our homeland, and perhaps we can fashion another, but it will take time.
We know how to get to Crucible.
Through the gods.
The good news is, there is a path along Yggdrasil that leads to Crucible.
Really? Well, we have 2 ways of getting to Crucible.
Tredjagen, the 3rd branch of Midgard.
Which
are-
branch are we on right now?
The 4th.
Higher then.
Seems like a
Or
bit
does
of a
that mean
way,
lower?
but-
Is it first branch at bottom or first branch at top?
There are notes that tell the story that the 3rd branch of Midgard is heavily burned by dragon fire and the depredations of fire giants. It is a dangerous place. The branches may not still go to Crucible. Another thing I came across was something about Aegis. The name of that thing has been bothering me since we ascended the steps of the ziggurat.
Why?
It's a bit of lore that I came across, and I came across the same thing again. There was an Aegis, perhaps there were many, used by the Voslandic gods. It is thought now to reside in the hoard of a frost giant king. That is all that is said about it, but it may reside here on Vosgard. I have
That'd be
something else
fortuitous.
that is a bit disturbing as I looked into the past of my grandfather, King Rithik. It said that he was worried about being eaten by nethergeists. But after his use of the tear of the Shadow King, the nethergeist seemed uninterested in his soul.
That doesn't mean anything, Oberon.
It does.
Sure
It
doesn't.
means we should all use the tear, and thus become immune to the nethergeists.
The first thing is to understand exactly what the Nethergeists are interested in, and then we can see what that means.
Maybe we should save the innocent people first. Being left out to die.
Lemmy, what's
That's another ghost.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, don't worry about it.